And hey, Good Stuff family. I'm with quintessential Good Stuff friend Jackie Bertolette here and her awesome son Trent. And this we have so much that we want to tell you in the next 20 minutes. So follow along with us. When we say God weaves, now watch him work. My friend Jackie made mugs for me that say God weaves, now watch us work. Why? Why did you say watch us work?
Because we do God's work. We carry it out.
That's it, through us. So she's the editor of Haute, Ohio magazine. It's a quarterly. That is this fantastic publication. And guess who's going to be on the cover on the next quarterly? I know. Somebody call hair and makeup like now. But I said, me? Really? So, and it makes sense. I was like, oh no, not me. But you know what? You built this whole thing on the beauty within. Tell us again about how this, and I'm all about that. We're all about that right now. The beauty within, without eyes, right?
Right, exactly.
So tell us about how you started this and why.
So I started this based on the fact that I think that every single human has value and beauty. And while I've been in the fashion industry for a long time, that industry generally does not celebrate inner beauty. And so I wanted to start a magazine that did.
Yes.
I wanted to put that platform out there.
And it's the real deal because this is inner beauty right here. She's the whole beauty. My friend Chappelle, we've talked about before, he was blind and he said that he saw people's heart and soul first because he couldn't see them physically.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. And so even here is Olivia. That's how I met her in the first place, telling Olivia's story. Right? And you are her. You are the one who like takes all these fantastic pictures of her.
Yes.
So
I'm her manager, actually, her modeling manager.
there we go. There she is. That's Liv.
She is.
So she's 20, what something?
24-ish.
Kicking butt with Downs, cancer survivor. We're going to be talking with them tonight, actually. So this is where our story is now. That this is the most recent chapter. Is that I'm going to. We already took the photo shoot. Trent was there.
Yes.
Trent, seriously, I was not a natural. Tell the truth.
You were okay.
I mean, I spent all these.
You're better than the newer models that I've seen.
All right,
There
well,
you
I'm
go.
gonna take that. But I spent all these years under all that makeup of TV and all of that. And I'm gonna be honest, like I have had a clean break with that for a few years. If I don't have to wear it, I don't. This is it. It's just the real deal. So she's like, come on, my daughter's gonna put some makeup on. And I gotta tell you, I was like, oh, look at me. I was doing things. I had moves I didn't know I had, and they weren't
You
good.
were rocking it
They weren't
out.
necessarily good, but it felt fun. It felt fun.
You're great.
And you were going,
But did you feel beautiful?
I did, because
That's what's important.
and what did she showed? We're not going to show you. It could be a big reveal on the cover,
Mhm.
but it was this dress that. What did I say to you when you sent the proofs? I said I'm in there still. Remember?
Yeah, your beauty's still in there.
I said I'm in there still. I see that. Like it's been a while since I've been Dawn Kendrick, news reporter. But the truth is that this has been such a fantastic time for growth. And that's why I wanted to come to you and bring you guys this story, because we sit here right now in the Family Market
Street
Family Restaurant.
Mhm.
This is my third time here. And it's in Menor. And the last time we came to you was with friends Lynette, Scotty's Watilla, and commenting in there was my friend Jackie. When you saw that this restaurant has particular significance to you, why?
Because my mother, who has a significant weave in our world, this was her every single week, Thursdays at 1:00, lunch bunch restaurant, to the point that, and we all were here all the time, and we also celebrated her memorial service here. So,
And her mama, who I never met, we talk about legacy that goes beyond the breaths that we are allowed here on earth. It's because of her mama. I'm going to need a moment, and I know the story. Is it good? Is the audio good? Audio, everybody sounds great. Video looks great. Thank you. Thank you to we have a huge production team here, as far as you know. Huge. So Jackie, if I'm going to get serious for a minute here, knows the value of these stories that we're trying to tell. Like she gets it because she is the good stuff. You really are. when she met me, she said, let's have some coffee. And she gives me those coffee mugs and says, I want you tell it. I can't even tell. I mean, I was bawling.
I don't remember exactly how it went down.
I do.
But I just felt like my mother was telling me to support what you were doing. And I had received some money from her estate. And so we made an infusion into your business in my mother's name.
And so these stories go on in her name, and that's legacy because of the product that we're going to be able to produce, the prototype that we tell these stories. If you're watching, you might already know. I'll say it again. There's stories that are real, raw, genuine, authentic, and vulnerable, and they uplift, encourage, and inspire. They're everything that you're not going to see. It's everything opposite, quite frankly, of the former career that I had, especially now, because it's like, oh, this is a calling, it feels like, for me. And you recognize that. And the only reason I even met you is because Olivia, a friend of ours, said you have to do the story on Olivia. Olivia's mom, Vicky, said, we can't do the story without this Jackie Bertolette. We love her. Boom. That's how we met. The weaving, you guys. That's what I want you. If you take nothing else from this, other than the fact that I'm a model now.
Cover girl, not just a model.
Thank you. Now I need to age it. I'll have my people get with your people. If you take nothing else from this, it's that whatever you're up against today, please take my advice, because I'm living it. Take the next best step. You don't have to have it figured out, because if I hadn't gotten up and done that live stream, I never met Jackie, whose mama at the time was still with us.
Yes, that's correct. She was very sick, and her one goal, well, she was very involved in my businesses on every possible level. My biggest, hugest supporter, absolutely. And her one thing, actually, there was two things she wanted me to still accomplish, was do the podcast and to actually publish the book that I'd been talking about for a while.
And there it is.
So that's kind of how, that was like our first submission. I don't know if that's going backwards on you guys or not, but
it's called the Mission.
It's called The Mission. And it is a collection of stories of moms who have gone through adversity.
All right, modern tech. Hi, we just had
We're back.
pause for station identification, which sounded like son of a biscuit. I mean, we look. This, you know what? It's an analogy for what we're doing. Stop! Oh, okay. If
Okay.
it does short, I'm going to tie up our story because we'll be hugging that, and that's what we're doing now. We are going forward, full speed ahead, and telling these stories. So lo and behold, what happens. We not only are at the restaurant, any restaurant within 50 miles. I came from Westlake. We're in Menor. And she weighs in that this is the restaurant where her mom and her daughter, her awesome 3 generations of fantastic women, come every Thursday. That's not
It's a lunch bunch. Like we were here all the time.
said when we get together to promote what we're doing that restaurant.
Right.
Then because this is great. Go ahead and say just
again. What we called a gratitude guild issue right after the pandemic lockdown. That was giving out during the pandemic when it was hard to be working and they had to go anyway, and they were happy to go to work and help others. And one of the winners, by complete happenstance, is the lady she's about to call,
who we were going to meet after this
is actually
as our next sponsor of these good stuff. Honestly, 3 winners out of so many nominated, and she doesn't know. She just said a few minutes ago, hey, give me. Move it number 1 at the top of the tree. Hi. Okay, so we're back.
Where's my phone?
Nadine Glatley, ladies and gentlemen. There she is. And here is our mutual friend. It's Jackie Bertolette from Haute, Ohio magazine. Look at her face. Oh, can you see her face?
No, you can't see her face.
So much technology.
I told you she doesn't
You
know who
tell
I
me
am.
God doesn't
Because
weep.
this is-
Look at her. You tell me God doesn't weep. Seriously. Of all the people, honestly. Because you did something good for Nadine. Because
Do you know who I am, Nadine?
Haute, Ohio magazine. Right here. Look. Remember, she has tears, you guys, because so did Jackie. As soon as we said who we're meeting, Nadine has rent a daughter home health care. So can we hear you? Go ahead. Tell us why you started that quickly. What was it in your heart that had you reach into other people's lives in that time of life when they need elder care help?
I just needed to give to people because I was at a position in my life where I was trying to find myself, and I landed the first job of, senior care, and it made me who I am. And I'm a better person, and I serve lives. And sitting there with Jackie, because she blessed me during COVID and all of my tough times and, scrambling and having 18-hour days, and then was honored to take care of her mom afterwards. So this is just incredible how the world is so connected and women, and it's just so important to help one another and be there for one another. And her gift and your gift, Dawn, it's just I'm like speechless right now. I'm standing at a Starbucks in Columbus, and I'm not even like sure which way to go because it's like, this is crazy.
Because her mama is so key here. It's her mama who gifted us this money. You don't even know because we just called you. Jackie gave
crazy,
us
Nadine?
a hunk of money to start these stories. Her mama, the legacy that lives on beyond the breaths we take. And you were there with her, like in those final hours of all the 3 people. I only met Nadine, you guys, a couple weeks ago because our friend Michelle Ribb said, you need to meet my friend Sharon Spicola. Sharon Spicola said, come to the networking meeting. In walks this bundle of energy, this spark plug of kindness named Nadine Glatley, who I said, she's like, what are you doing? How can I help you? Come on, come meet me. We have a food truck. And that's how it took off, you guys. So
She's an angel on earth.
she is an angel on earth, and she's doing God's work, and she's not afraid to say it. You heard her say Jackie blessed her. She blessed Jackie's mama.
Yes, she did.
I'm being blessed by both
She
of
met my
them.
mommy before she left us.
Like a day before.
It was just a few days, yeah.
And she did it she came in on her own. She's built an empire. Her story, we're going to tell you it on one of these live streams coming up. It came, didn't it come from you were at a place where there was nowhere to go but up, and you stood on faith.
Jackie made that call to me, and I thought it was totally fraud and a scam. And I laid at the top of my stairs when she called. I was here packing up my, house, our home with our kids because we were downsizing. I had never had anyone dress me in dresses like they did, do my hair, my makeup. I'm not used to being taken care of. I'm usually the one being the caregiver for all my family and, the people that I serve. And that was just such an amazing gift that I will never forget. And I look back through my pictures and my photos, and I'm like, God, that was me. I mean, and then going to dinner and meeting her great friends and, having the honor, I had to pay her back by taking care of her mom because that's how the world should work. We all need to give back and believe in what we believe in. Do what we believe in. And your mom is here in this conversation. And I am, I've had a morning from hell. I feel like it's 8 o'clock already, and I can't believe this call is taking place.
Yes. And imagine me when we sit down with Jackie and we're saying, oh, the production team is fantastic.
Right.
He even brings. When we sit down at this table in this restaurant where her mama clearly, I don't know if y'all believe in it,
She probably doesn't even know because she didn't see this. This is the restaurant that my mom used to come to every single week with her family, with us and the lunch bunch, and so that's why we picked this restaurant for
because I was going live here a couple weeks ago, and Jackie wrote in.
Well, her hands and her blessings are all over there. I can tell you that's how God works.
Yeah.
So we could have gone to any restaurant between here and Westlake. We chose this one. Jackie writes in, hey, that's where my mom and daughter and I used to go. I said, okay, well, when you and I meet, we should come here to this restaurant. And we sit down, and Travi, the business manager, he said, well, we're going to maybe go meet this Nadine. She's like, great. You can't even believe how Dawn met her, and she's so great. She's the classic Good Stuff brand. She's see the good, be the good. And Jackie goes, did you say Nadine? Did you say Nadine?
I knew that they were talking about you. I said Glatley, right? And they said, oh my God, you know her.
You guys, I just want to cry.
You can cry. We already have. And look at her.
Yeah. I'm already doing it.
She's
Already
the
there,
model, fashion person. We've already been there, done that. So it's beautiful. So I'm so glad you answered too, because I know how busy you are. And what a good sport you are, because trust me, half the time if someone FaceTime me and put me on somewhere live, I would be ducking. Well, not anymore, because now I'm a model.
She got to do the model thing too, so
It was hard. But anyway, so we will be doing your story soon. And
Let us get together if you guys have time. I would love to see both of you. Again, let's take your mom's word and what she wants and what she believes in, and let's make this happen. The world needs to know the good stuff. Our stories are, we're survivors, and we already have a testimony, and it needs to be put out there, and everyone needs to see it. Life is short, and there's only one life, but God has the final say. So we just need to be around good people and just go up and beyond every day.
God is the final say. Take the next best step. There it is. You know what? Drop the mic.
yeah.
Except not because we're on a budget and we can't afford it. But if we could, we would drop this mic right here for you, my friend. That's it. You nailed it. And that's the essence of what these stories are. They're real, they're raw, they're genuine, and they're testifying that what you're doing matters. And you just have to take the next best step and let him use you. I'm speaking to myself right now. So we're about to take these stories like places that we couldn't have ever predicted. I know that. Yeah,
Let's get them rolling. Let's get them wait in line.
yes. We say the good stuff when you're typing too quickly and an O is omitted becomes the God stuff. It just does. And sometimes I'd leave the typo because it's about things bigger than us. All right. I love you, my friend. Thank you for being a good sport. And
I love you guys.
yes, there's no stopping us now.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless
You're
you.
amazing.
God bless you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I hate to even let her go.
I know.
All right.
That's
So I hope you
crazy.
get the
That is
gist.
so crazy.
And we had a lot of glitches, and you might be going like, no, wait, what's going on? I'll sum it all back up when I blog about it. But if you take nothing, what's happening here is beyond any of our control. And for all of the really God moments, like being moved out of your own way, come the really God,
I know.
really Nadine and Jackie. Yes.
I mean, that we know each other is insane. I mean, like, I'm an East Sider, you're a far West Sider, she's a Southern Sider.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
It's Twinsburg.
we have nothing
Crazy.
in common
And it's like
outside
pulling-
of this. So
isn't
that's
it
insane.
Connect the dots like pulling a
Yes.
string, the
Uh-huh.
weaving the string. And so, woo, I can't even list my friends, Sue Jordan, who does our Bible. She goes, woo, Jesus. That's what I feel like, woo. It's good. It's good. So we hope that you'll stick with us. Stay tuned because there's so much more where that came from because we can't even process them fast enough. So thanks for spending some time with us. And Dawn at thegoodstufffamily.com or thegoodstufffamily.com if you want to sponsor yourself, get behind one of these, or if you want to nominate people who you know are doing great things. We are on a roll here. We're on a roll. And don't forget to check out the next quarterly edition of
Right,
Ohio.
the summer issue 2022, because she's going to be on the cover.
And I saw it. I felt like it was a new dawn, a
Mhm.
new day, a new beginning.
And you're walking in Fashion Week.
I am.
Yeah.
You might have to get with my agent, who's also the
Oh.
production guy.
Let me call them.
Okay, he said it's fine. I'll look forward to it. All right, we love you guys. Anything else you want to say?
No. What do you think, babe?
Trent?
I'm trying to regain my composure here because the way that this is all going down is insane.
It really is.
Have a good day.
Perfect.
Thanks, Mommy.
And check out 2 days ago, we did the story on Trent, who graduated the 8th grade. He is a survivor. He's an overcomer, and he's a great kid, like so full of empathy. And round we go. And there's so much
And
good
that's
stuff.
why I'm doing all this, because I had to reinvent myself.
Yes.
Because I was a graphic designer
Mm-hmm.
and a photographer, like on staff, full time. And then he was born sick, and I had to resign, and that's how this all was born.
Is she speaking to you right now? Are you in the middle of a crossroads of a repurposed life? Because we all have been.
Yeah, I didn't know this was going to be this. If you'd have told me this 10 years ago, I'd have been like,
See, there's the
Crazy.
testimony. I mean, spoiler alert, not only did Trent live beyond what he was expected, he's kicking butt and he's raising the bar for every kid his age who he's supremely empathetic. He's super kind. He's super smart. I know. He's look at him. I love him like my own. So stick with us. You're going to hear more about how this family is being built. We want to add you to the family tree. So Dawn at thegoodstufffamily.com. And we love you and God bless.